Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're out on Lake of the Woods fishing, but first I want to take you guys through my kayak, how I set it up. I bought my kayak early spring, used it all season, and I'm pretty happy with the way I set up, the way I did it, and I want to show you guys how I set up my kayak to fish comfortable on it and in a way that I can still use it for hunting later on. I bought a cheap cooler for like 50 bucks and I have enough space to store all my tackle in here, pliers, line, whatever I need. And then I put some PVC pipes on the back so I can nicely take my rods out, put them back in, switch rods, and I have 5 of those rod holders in here, which makes it really comfortable to switch. And then the Old Town itself also came with 3 rod holders, which I think is really neat, because I can put a net in there if I have an extra rod that I want to take along. It's always nice to have more rod holders. My fishing net I always have up front. That's the way I set it up, that's the way I like it, and that's the way I think it's the most comfortable for me, because if I sit on my seat, I have very easy access. If I catch a fish, I have the rod in one hand, my net in the other. I found that the best way to mount my net, and I never had any problems or issues with that. Then I have a small Garmin fish finder, which has a pretty easy clip. I can always take it off, put it on. And then the sonar is just clipped on by a suction cup. And the only reason why I did it like this is because I want to use my kayak for duck hunting. And the sonar would be in the way, and I did not want to scratch that up. And if I ever want to change it, it's very easy access. I can change it within seconds, which makes it handy. And then here, the PDL drive from Old Town comes with a dry storage, which I always put my wallet in there, my phone if I don't need it, or whatever I want to keep dry. Here, I usually put pliers, the knife, just the accessories that I want to get to very easy. We also have some storage room here under my seat where you can put tackle boxes or whatever you want. Usually I put like a case of my GoPro on here, just to have easy access to it. It's either in the cooler or here. And I really like the pedal drive for the PDL. I've used other kayaks in the past, and the PDL system from Old Town really seems to be a really good system, and I really enjoyed using that because it drives very smooth and it's very easy to pedal. And then up here in the front, I have a Dakota lithium battery for my fish finder. Also use it as a power bank if I need to charge some batteries. Up here on the front handle, I usually put a mount to have a camera rolling. That's how I film my videos. And then I use a GoPro on my hat or on my chest. I always have a pedal with me, and I barely ever use it, but it's nice to have if you go like very shallow. If one of your baits got stuck or whatever and you want to get really shallow in there, just to take it out. That's usually when this thing comes in handy. So yeah, I really enjoyed using this kayak for the past year, and I'm very happy about the purchase I made. This is the PDL 106 top water, and I had a lot of fun, lots of memories, and a good time. It even handles some really rough water. Like today it's very windy outside. We're gonna go out, catch some fish. I'm gonna see you guys on the water. Alright guys, we're finally out on the lake again. It's been a while since I went fishing. Let me see what we can catch. Spinner bait with the swim bait. And then on Lake of the Woods, got a pretty good smallmouth population. Pike, largemouth, but that's a little bit more rare. See what we can catch. We have a bunch of rocks, point where smallmouth love to hang out, and then that's where the pikes hit, and they love feeding on them. Right there, it's a nice point of rocks. Shallow water, it's fall, so the fish are pretty shallow right now. Water's getting cold and fish are more aggressive. What I'm looking for right now, somewhere from like 3 to 10 feet. That's where I really want to fish right now. Going. Seems like a smaller fish. That's a small pike. That's a good sign. small pike, but they're nice and fat right now in fall. I'm gonna let this guy go. Back he goes. Seems like a good spot for some smallies, so. Try throwing this jerkbait. That jerkbait doesn't dive deep. Got him. That was quick. Another pike. Small pike as well. Crushed it. Unhook this guy and let him go. A little guy. Jerkbaits work so good year round, especially when the fish are aggressive. Well, got a smallie. Didn't even really have the bait in the water yet. That's a smallmouth. Hooked him on the side. Typical jerk baits, but the hook is coming out easy because we don't use barbs. Little smallie. Seems like the jerk bait is the way to go. If I could only pack 3 baits to go fishing, that's definitely one of them I would pack as a jerkbait. Smallmouth, pike, absolutely hammer jerkbaits. So, and it's a lot of fun to fish them. Always have to bring the action. Got another one. Fights more like a smallmouth. Yeah, that's definitely a smallie. Pikes usually tend to come up to the surface way faster. Smallies always try to go down deep. Ah, he's fighting pretty good. That's a decent smallie. There you go. That's a pretty good smallmouth. That's a 2.5, 3 pounder. That's a fat, chunky smallie. That's a easy 2.5 pounder, so that's pretty cool. Let's release this baby girl. It's also so easy with the kayaks to switch spots. You're not the fastest on the kayak, but it's definitely different than having a boat where you can just start your engine and just rip over to your next spot. But with the kayak, you can get to places where no one else can go. Let's see if we can get another one. Got him. Yes. He was barely hooked. That's like a 2 pounder, 2.5 ish. That's one healthy smallie. Nice and healthy. Just girth. Beautiful fish. Back she goes. Definitely starting to get a better size in, so. Got him. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. Lots of head shakes. But it sure is a beautiful fish. Another smallie. That's pretty cool. Absolutely love the jerkbait today. Another look. Back she goes. Ooh, that felt good. That felt aggressive. Smallie. And he's not hooked that good, so definitely gonna need the net for this guy. Yes. Another smallie. Absolutely, I love smallmouth fishing. Smallmouth pike fishing. I could do that every day, all day. Largemouth fishing. Just bass fishing in general. It's just such a cool fish. They fight like crazy, even these small ones, and it's a lot of fun, especially on a kayak. Alright guys, that's a wrap with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Caught some bass, we caught some pike, and the wind is just picking up like crazy, so I stopped fishing. And if you guys enjoyed watching it, please like the video, share it, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.